Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm super late uploading my third video. I admittedly knew I had to record, but I didn't. I was just a little busy last week. Truthfully, I had to get my passport card and I had to wake up at 5 in the morning just to make it to the post office because I didn't have an appointment, and then I had to do the walk-in on Saturday, and I had to work later that day, and then I was just really tired, and that was like my record day, and I couldn't do it until today because schedules wasn't matching up. So yeah, that was that. But we're here now, and I'm still continuing, even though I slacked a little bit, but it's okay. Also, yeah, we what's it called? we straightened her. It was just for temporary. I kind of had a crappy day, truthfully. I had a rough morning, and then I kind of heard some it was good news, but also some sad news for me, and I was gonna talk about it in this video, but I don't know, I kind of just want to talk about something else, and I was trying to think of something, and I was like, let's just do books. We're gonna talk about books. I have 5 here. I have 5 books here. No particular order. I read these sometime, I want to say, oh my god, I don't remember. Sometime last year. This one is actually, I read this about 3 years ago. Yeah, about 3 years ago. This one as well. This is about 3 years ago as well. And this was last year, and this was also last year. This is current year. I've been putting her off, but she's good. Well, he's good. I didn't mean she as in like the writer. I was just talking like she as in, I don't know, giving misgender. Not misgendering. Anyways, we're gonna just edit that out. But I am still reading this one. I'm about halfway through. But we're gonna talk about that one later. I'm actually gonna start off with this one because I got this back when I was driving around America with my mom. And I got this book in Virginia in one of those little book things, and like on this side of the street, and it looks like a little house or whatever, and it's like leave one take one. Found this there, so I didn't pay for it, and it's a book of the month book. So I didn't pay for it. I didn't pay for it, but it was really good. So when I first got this, it intrigued me because there's hair on it. So sorry, it's dusty. Because the summary. Whoa, the summary was very intriguing. And at that point in time, I hadn't read for a few years. I really wanted to get back into reading. I just didn't know what genre. I didn't know like where to start, and it can be daunting jumping back into the reading world because you don't want to like spend money on something that you're just not going to read. But I mean, that happens anyways. I actually spent a lot on books that I still haven't read, and I probably don't plan on reading. We're gonna start off with this one. This one has left such an impression on me. To be honest, I still to this day think about this a lot. And it has different characters in here, POV wise, and it's also I want to say present themed, but it's not written in a way where it's kind of cringy, because I don't like cringy type of you know how when some writers, they talk about like, oh, on my Instagram and my TikTok, like the main character's talking like that, and it's like, ew, I like, don't talk like that. Like, I'm reading to escape. I don't want to hear about apps I'm using right now, if that makes sense. So, yeah, sign here is by Claudia Lux. It is about, not about, I'm about to tell you how many pages it is exactly. It is 402 pages, so it's a quick read. If you're not used to reading, it's pretty quick, and the font is very easy to kind of like read, if that makes sense. I don't want to really spoil it, but basically what this is about is this main character, he has to find, the setting is hell. And the main character, if I remember correctly, I didn't read the synopsis just now. Let me read it real quick, actually. That's right, okay. Okay, yes. Okay, so this book is about hell. Like, the setting is in literal hell, and this guy, the way it's written, it's like, it's as if it's a business. And it's really, really nice. It's witty, it's funny. Not like funny, but it's charming. And she wrote it really well. And so basically, the main character is about to get this big promotion, but he has to get this I think it's like a file of this family member, like this clan of family members. He has to get someone from this family in particular to sell their soul to him, and then he can get the big promotion. I thought that was so interesting. I was like, what? And and so the way the book is written is it's in the different characters of this family. You have, I think it's the brother, I believe it's also the husband, one of the daughters, and then the guy that works in hell. And I'm a little fuzzy. I haven't read this in a few years, and I'm honestly, this is a reread for me. I'm gonna reread this soon because it was so good. I'm gonna try to keep this video short. Let's do a rating system. Yeah, let's do a rating system. We'll do 5 stars. So I give this book 5 out of 5. Honestly, I really do. It's really good, and it's a quick read, so I do recommend. The next one I'm gonna talk about is this one, 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. This one is a mystery, and if you like time jumps, well, not time jumps, like time jumps, I guess. If you like that, then you'd like this. I'm trying to find the last page because there's a reading group. It has like a reading group in the back, so, which I think is pretty cool because it's just that good. It's 458 pages long, so a little bit longer than the other one. But this one, I'll show you real quick. It has different days. So it says day 2 continued. It has day 2. Oh, wow. Day 2 continued. That was by accident. Let's see. Because I want y'all to see. Oh, my God. It's all day 2. I'm telling you. It's different days. So it's different days. And I don't know where to find the other days. Whatever. It's 8 days. And, this is the main character, Evelyn Hardcastle. Well, not the main character. She's the subject of the main character's story. Essentially, it's a mystery. You have the main character. His name is, does it say here? Aiden, yeah. Aiden, he has to find this killer, and he's in this cycle. So every time when he falls asleep, he becomes a new person. And there's how many people? I think there's 8 different characters. So every time when he wakes up, it's a different day and a different character. So the way this book works, it's a little confusing, and if you're not following carefully, you might get a little lost. So you have to kind of read this slow, but the details are amazing. I had this, like, it was hooked. See, day 2 and day 6. The way the writer writes this, it's like you're literally finding out as the main character finds out. And sometimes the days are out of order. And then it all just comes together so nicely in the end. It's like, it's so good. It is so good. And this is probably another reread for me. I'm probably going to reread this soon as well. I haven't read this in a few years. I don't know what you're supposed to talk about in book reviews. This is like my very first one. I'm just saying I love it and I recommend it 5 out of 5. The next one is this one, The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I read this last year. I read this super fast. It has... Oh, that is the sneak peek of the next book. Hold on one sec. It has 374 pages. It's a pretty quick read. It's very fun. This is more... It's still mystery. I'm very big on mystery. I love mystery. I think it's so fun. And if you write it... if you write it... I can't say that. It's like a tongue twister for me. If you write it well, mystery-wise... And if you can pull off riddles and all that stuff, you got me. You got me. This one, I give 4 out of 5 stars. I love the mystery part and the figuring out the clues, the puzzle pieces. I love that. I eat it up. But I'm not too big on romance, and there's a little romance in here. I just kind of wish... selfishly it didn't have romance, but that's just a me thing. If you like that romance, that love triangle type stuff, then you would love this. I'm just me personally. I'm not too crazy about romance. I actually try to avoid it in any way that I can. So yeah, no, this was amazing. This follows a main character. She is she's going through high school, and she gets inheritance from this super rich guy, and she has no ties to the family, and they're all just like WTF, question mark, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. She's navigating like the estate being transferred under her name, and like being thrusted into this brand new spanking school, and she kind of came from the rough. But I just remember it being her and her sister having a boyfriend, and the boyfriend being shitty. So that's all I remember. And but I do remember the other characters, of course. They're really good. The way that she writes the setting, the way she describes the estate, the school, the characters, very good. Do recommend. 4 out of 5. This one, The Starless Crown. This one is by James Rollins. I've been meaning to read the second part of this book, and that actually is huge because I tend to not continue series. Like, this is part of a series. I don't really feel compelled to read part 2 and so on, because I feel like, I mean, the way this ends, I don't even remember how it ends. I read it super fast, probably within 2 or 1 month, and I tend to like prolong books because I take long breaks. So I read this pretty fast to my own standards. I don't know. I just don't really feel compelled to read part 2. That's all. But this one, I have been wanting to. This book is 600 pages long, nearly. It's 500 plus, and I don't feel like getting the exact page number. But this one was, I love fantasy written well. The way that James writes and world builds, the magic in this and their world is really cool. They have different creatures. The main character, Nyx, I do like her a lot. And I tend to not like main characters because they can be very main character-y. So I tend to like not really like them, but this is how the pages look. They're kind of like, they're just very descriptive. They have So it has a lot of magic, I think it has a lot of lore to it that's waiting to be built. I'm sure it probably does build in the second book. I have to get it. But this is just really good. Like, look, it even has like drawings in it. It's really good. It's really, really good. I give this book 4 out of 5. Not 4 out of 5. I'm so sorry. 4.5 out of 5. I give it a 4.5 because nothing in particular. I loved it. I think the reason why I give it that is because there was parts of it that was kind of, I don't know, a little dragged out for me. I mean, it has a little bit of romance, but the fight scenes and the way the magic is described is really awesome. And plus, I love when they include pictures. Well, not like pictures, but like sketches of like parts of their world is awesome. I eat that up. He writes very well. It kept me engaged, me personally. I feel like Nyx does tend to be a little main character-y, but it's fine. It's not like I couldn't, what's the word I'm looking for? Like I couldn't digest it. It was like, it wasn't even too bad, to be honest. I'm just being a little picky. But Nyx was cool. The other main characters, it's also different POVs. I don't think it tells you, like, starting off the chapter, their name like some do. It just starts off with the numbers for the chapters, but you'll know because it starts off with that person's name. You know what I mean. 4.5 out of 5. Definitely recommend that. And George R.R. Martin, Game of Thrones. I'm not even done with it yet. No particular reason. I just like to purposely be a slow reader. This book is just, I guess it can be a little daunting in terms of the way he writes with describing things, because sometimes I can't visualize it, and sometimes I just in my head I'll like half form the setting and then I'll just think of the characters talking. But that's just me. Truthfully, I saw the series first. I remember my boyfriend recommending it to me to read it after we watched it, because I had said to him that I really wanted a good fantasy and that it was imperative I read a good fantasy, because I was just like, I was in a drought. And he's like, read Game of Thrones. And I was like, no, I just seen it. But I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's read it. It's so much better than the show. Of course. But it's so good. I liked reading parts of how certain characters, their relationships develop. That was really cool to see. And there's parts of those relationships, like their nuances or the way they interacted, that wasn't in the show. So it was really cool to read. And it kind of changed my perception. Is that the right perspective? Oh my god. Perspective on some characters. But of course some didn't change. I recommend, of course, 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5. Everyone knows how good Game of Thrones is, so I just feel like I shouldn't have to read it, to be honest. You know, it's just, I'm just like, I like showing you guys the pages. It's pretty cool. I feel like not really, people don't really do that. Because I like to see, like, how close the words are. I don't know if y'all are like that, but I'm like that. Me personally, I like it when they're more close like this, and these two, they're pretty close in terms of that. But this is more like spaced out, if that makes sense, you know. But anyways, Game of Thrones, I give 5 out of 5. To be honest, George R.R. Martin, he's become one of my favorite writers and also an inspiration. I really want to write a book, but I'm so intimidated by the process. I just need to sit down and just take up like 5 minutes of planning what I would like to write about. But honestly, the way that these 5 books have been written is very inspiring, because all of them I genuinely want to reread. Well, besides Game of Thrones, I gotta finish that before I want to reread it. And honestly, by the way, I'm gonna continue the series. I have to. I mean, I watched the whole show. I need to see how the book is describing, and I know it falls off at some point, so I'm probably gonna be super frustrated like the rest of the fans, but it's okay, because I want to be one of the fans. But I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you would like to see more. Just because I need some help generating ideas. I'm still in the baby phase and trying to, I guess, gauge good video ideas and what you guys would like to see and what I would like to talk about. So just let me know, please. And I guess that's it. Have a great day and a great night. Hope you guys have an awesome whatever. Yeah, I need to work on my outro. Please like, subscribe, please comment. Most importantly, please comment, because I like reading what you guys have to say. I got a comment the other day, it made me super happy. So yeah, please just let me know what you think. If you've read these, let me know what you thought of them, and if you would give them the same rating I did. Thank you so much. Bye.